My group scenario was to make a film opening that will create suspense and leave the audience on a cliffhanger. I believe that we fulfilled all of the aims to a great standard, as we used many different creative camera shots and interesting framing and movement, as well as a good use of mise-en-scène. The first idea for our opening was about a group of close friends who have a stalker that they are unaware of, who eventually gets to them and makes their life hell. Although then we realised that since it is only an opening, we cannot give away the identity of the stalker, as this means the audience is not left guessing as to who it could be. We chose to film the first scene in the park to show the close friendship between all the characters, which lets the audience connect with the different characters together as a group. The angle of the camera in the beginning was used to show only the characters' faces, because we wanted to convey how much fun they have together as a group by their smiles. The next shot, as you can see here, shows all of the characters on the swings and allows the audience to see the whole surroundings of the scene. Throughout all of the scene, there is clips of someone walking down a leaf-filled path, which creates suspense as the audience doesn't know who it is.
Hey girl, open the walls, play with your dolls. We'll be a perfect family. When you walk away is when we really play.
We decided to use this point of view shot to make the film look authentic, as if it is just a group of friends having fun in a park, as it looks as if it's through the eyes of one of the characters.
You don't hear me when I say, Mom, please wake up. Dad's with that slut, and your son is smoking cannabis. No one ever listens, it's wallpaper distance. Don't let them see what goes down in the...
We then decided to change the lighting from bright natural lighting to dark mysterious lighting that connotes danger and fear, which helps to add to the thriller theme of the opening.
Get in your places, throw on your dress and put on your tall faces. Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please don't let them look through the curtains. Picture, picture, smile for the picture. Pose with your brother, won't you be a good sister? Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please don't let them look through the curtains.
We decided to film the same shots from many different angles and combine them together to create a more professional looking film opening with many different elements to it that the audience can interact with. We then decided to zoom the camera into the picture of the characters on the wall. This suggests that what the stalker's intents are with the characters without actually giving away too much.
H-O-U-S-E, I see things nobody else sees.
This short clip in the opening we decided to add later down the line while making the film. We thought that this would be a good addition to the film as it shows different areas of... This scene lets the audience imagine what could happen in the rest of the film without giving away a lot. We decided to use this soundtrack throughout the opening because we feel like it really reflected our film, as it goes really well with the lyrics and the music goes really well with the scenes and what happens, and it can let the audience imagine what would happen if it was a whole film. What went well for our planning was that our first idea was one we went with, so we had a lot of time to refine it and make it as good as it could possibly be. An EBI would be, we could have thought about how we were going to edit it later, which means we could have filmed more footage, because we did have quite limited footage to work with in the end. One of our strengths that I believe we done really well at in our short film was the changes in the scenery and atmosphere throughout the film. So we went from the bright park with lots of nice energy to the dark, gloomy room with mysterious dark lighting. Another strength that I believe we done really well at was the different camera angles and shots. So, for example, we had a close-up shot. We had a shot showing the whole scene and all the characters. We had a point of view shot following the characters' eyes. I also believe that the framing of our shots was a good addition to our short film, as we had shots that showed just feet, and then shots that showed just legs, and shots that showed faces, and shots that showed the whole body, which I think was a really good idea. From my audience feedback, my audience said that they would have liked to see better, more professional editing, so not just cuts, like fades and different ways to join one scene to another. Apart from this, my audience thoroughly enjoyed my opening. They said that the different camera angles were very interactive and good for an audience. They thought that it really reflected the thriller theme. Overall, I really enjoyed making a film opening, and it has given me many skills I can use further on in life.